Welcome to another episode where we have a fit talk. It's more of a fit talk. It's more of a self-improvement talks. So my name is Sharif once again, and I'm here with
Ken Phoenix, aka Mgara Kenneth. They're all my names.
Yeah. So today we are going to talk about how to start fitness, or how people who started fitness. What made them start fitness? Yeah. So I think let's first talk about how to start.
How to start. Let's start with that because it's the initial thing. It's the basis.
How to start? What do you think?
When it comes to how to start, I think it's like the entire genesis of the story. What is the reason that brings you to choose that
the reason
journey
behind starting?
Yes, because that's the initial step before you even start. You have to have a very strong reason to why you want to embark on the journey. Yeah, we all have different stories. Yeah, but I, for one, speaking on my experience, and the reason why I wanted to start is because I wanted to. Growing up, I didn't have the strength and capability, and I just wanted to prove a point to myself and later on to the people around me that I can be something. I can be someone better, stronger, physically. So for me, that was the starting point. Yeah, that I wanted to prove to myself that I could achieve this because I really felt that it's possible. Though oftentimes the people like around me used to put it down. You know, they already know the future. You're going to grow up and be a weak man, something of the kind. You know, your wife is going to beat you. That's the statement I usually had. And I don't mean the most. Yeah, your wife will beat you in the future.
And you're like, how could she beat me?
Exactly. So
she has to see me that I'm competent. You cannot even try someone who is strong.
So actually, I think that's one of the statements I really remember that triggered me. And I was like, really, if I remain this way, my wife could be in position to beat me. That would be a shame. Yet I'm meant to protect her. I'm like, I can change for the better. Let me try out this and never know where it will lead me.
Okay. All right, that's your reason why.
Yeah. Then what could be a reason as well?
Before I share my reason, I did research on why people start fitness. I'll give you an example, like Anatoly. Why Anatoly is called, his real name is called Vladimir. Why he started
all the way from Ukraine.
So why he started fitness, he was on his phone at his young stage. Then he saw American bodybuilders. So he saw their physique. He was like, I want to be like them. And then he started his journey. He started they used to stay in the farm. So he started the journey. He started his gym. It was like a small gym called Gold Gym. Called Gold Gym. So he started. They used to rear poultry. So he used to get eggs, and then he started eating them so that he could add more protein in his body to gain more muscles. So I realized for him, he was inspired by how these bodybuilders look, and then he wanted to look like them. But most importantly, he saw that there is an opportunity of money in them. So he embarked on that journey. Then other people have realized is bodybuilders. They start fitness because they want to become. It's also a career on its own. So then others that I researched on, they are people who are more on, who went through a depression, who went through a sad story where they lost maybe
a loved one. Heartbreaks. A serious one.
There is also those people.
Yeah.
So there are also people who went through heartbreaks. Like he used to love this girl, and the girl used to love this man, and then they no longer get in touch. She is down now.
The heart is shattered into a million pieces.
So now she chose to fight herself. Even this some guys.
And by the way, there was this video I was watching. I think it was either YouTube or TikTok that says at some certain point in life, I think transitioning from a teenage to our early 20s, we all reach that stage of life where we are lost. We don't know where to go.
We don't know.
You don't have the money. You have all the time. You don't have all the knowledge you need, but then you have a lot of energy and a lot of dreams. And that's one of the points where you can either build or be destroyed.
Exactly.
Because you can do totally anything because you have all the time and energy, but then you don't have the resources, you don't have the expertise, and you're just beginning life. So someone asked, like, at that point, where do I begin to work on myself? And the answer he replied is an answer I really believe in. You just have to start working on your health. That's the very first thing.
Yeah. Then the right path will
along the way, because the body is the only vessel you have that's going to carry you through all the other things. You're pursuing knowledge, you're studying. You need a healthy mind and a healthy body. They all work hand in hand. You can't be ill and expect to perform to the utmost. And I feel like it's very important for us to really prioritize health.
Yeah. So when you start health, the right path will reveal itself. And
I don't know really how it actually works out. I can't explain. But it's like one thing at a time. I think it's the lesson that you learn when you are working out, that good things take time and efforts have to be invested, that later on translate into different other things. Because you first get fit oftentimes, and believe me, you attract energy, you attract business, you attract a community of people who really believe in you. People get to trust you more, and most importantly, I don't know how people think about this, but I really feel like people who really work out and they've really earned their results are calm. They respect people because they know what it takes. They are accommodative. They don't maybe call someone fat or call someone very thin, because majority of them have a story they're trying to fight in them.
Exactly. So
they're not arrogant.
So as we are still talking about why people start fitness. So like I was still on that point of where people go through a sad story and then they use fitness
as an escape route,
as a coping mechanism or escape route. The other episode we looked at grandson. So grandson, he lost his grandmother. So he decided to use fitness to remove away that pain that he was feeling. So another reason why some people start fitness is this is the most when you look at the fitness industry. If you look at the fitness industry and you look at all these reasons, now this last one is actually where most people lie. They are always fighting something within themselves. They are on a self-improvement journey. Most of them that start fitness, because before I talk about those ones, So there are also these ones who want to start a weight loss journey. So weight loss journey also make them start fitness. So these last ones that I was talking about, they are the ones who are trying to control themselves. They are trying to control addictions. You find people. I saw someone on TikTok. He used to vape.
What is to vape?
Vaping, like
smoking.
I think
smoking is vaping.
No, there is smoking, there is vaping.
So what is vaping really?
Vaping is also an addiction. I think it's also a form of smoking.
Shisha?
Something like that. So that person was like, I'm tired of doing this. And then he used fitness to control himself.
Yeah.
And how this works, most times when we engage, we talked about this, but let me just rewind.
Okay.
When you engage in an activity, the brain releases that dopamine feel-good hormone. So when it releases that hormone, you feel good
within that time frame.
Then after, but you remember the brain doesn't differentiate that this is something
negative
right or
or
wrong.
positive.
Yeah, it just excretes that pleasure. So this person realized that the brain is excreting this hormone from this activity. So why he chose fitness? You remember when you play football, play tennis, go to gym, you feel good. So that means the brain also excretes this hormone. So what happens is that when you keep on engaging in gym, in fitness, you keep on excreting this hormone. Now this hormone, when you keep on excreting it, then the other
it acts as a replacement
for the other
wrong activity you're doing initially.
Exactly, because in most cases people and it's the problem is not the addiction. This is not the problem. The problem is not going back to that mistake. No, the problem is that the brain keeps on seeking for the source of the dopamine it already sees. So when it seeks for the source, then it tells you to go back to that action. Then now you end up going back to that action. So the people who start fitness because they want to remove
a negative addiction.
It's just that they want to rewire the brain, the reward system of the brain, because to change the reward system from that dopamine to a fresh new dopamine, so that the other one is detoxed, it is removed, and then they improve their quality of life. So that's also a reason why people start fitness. Because also not Matt Graham, the reason why he started fitness, he wanted to remove that weed, to replace weed from his life.
And by the way,
me personally, I felt like I was out of control. So what I thought that if I do start fitness, probably the energy that I would have used to do other things, I would use it
channel it
into
something productive.
Because I was free. I was free and I didn't know what to use with my time.
And by the way, I think it's also one reason why we're here. We have plenty of time.
Yes.
And how we spend it, it's all about your priorities.
It's all about your priority. So I was struggling with my inner self. till date. But back then it was too much.
Yeah.
So
you have all the time, you have all the energy.
Yeah.
And then you lack something productive where to channel all that.
Exactly. So I decided to really start fitness. And how I started at home.
Yeah.
In my room.
It's always the same story for every gym, bro. I don't know why.
So
how was it at the start? How was it?
So I downloaded some app.
Which app did you use?
I even don't remember its name. But it was some app where they show how to jumping jacks.
Yeah.
How to do push-ups.
I think it was some home workout app.
Home workout app, exactly. So they teach how many you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Abs workout.
And they keep notice of every workout you execute.
Yeah. So I also used to get a bottle of water. Like I feel
and use it like a dumbbell.
Use it like a dumbbell.
A bottle of water.
It's not. It was
this
just
tank, this tank,
like
20-liter tank of water.
A 20-liter tank of water. Then I used to use it as a dumbbell. Then I told my mom, things I feel like stopped working for me because I was really fighting my inner self. To be specific, not to do any bad habits.
Yeah. And I think, like all of us as youth, as young people, we really pass through that. But sometimes we just try to hide, but we're all fighting something.
Exactly. So I was like, I really don't want to engage into a bad habit. Let me just
get something productive.
Let me just get something productive. So then I started at home. I was like, Mom, this is not enough. I need to start gym. So I started gym there in some gym there in Majena. That's where I started. But I wasn't consistent. I really wasn't consistent. Then I realized that it was actually making me slowing down my progress.
Yeah.
It was really slowing down my progress.
Because you were
but I didn't realize it. It's now when I realized that it was slowing down my progress.
From that journey, like where you began from, how could you advise someone who wishes to start very soon? From your experience at the start.
Okay, I had a reason, but I'm just trying to recall what happened. Why I stopped. Okay, I had a reason. Which was fighting my inner self. But then I feel like I didn't have somebody
to keep you accountable.
Not really accountable, but
keep pushing you.
Should I say someone to? I didn't have someone to tell me the phases I'm going through, because I used to go through phases.
Would you be specific? Which phases to be exact?
You know, when you start fighting yourself, most especially when you start fitness, you start being restless.
In which way?
How can I say it? Okay. Okay, it's like this. If someone is fighting, if someone is maybe, I'll give an example. If someone is fighting to remove weed out of his life, let me give an example of weed, and he's using fitness to stop that. As we said, that the problem is not him going back to the weed. That's not the problem.
Okay.
It is not the problem. The problem is the brain. Since the brain is
hardwired.
it is addicted to the dopamine that is
attached to the weed.
Attached from the weed. So what happens is that the brain keeps on longing for the
activity that brought about that dopamine hit.
Exactly, because as humans we really need to feel good. So the brain keeps on being like, we need that weed.
We need more.
We need more and more
of that hit, more of that high.
More of that high. So to get that high, you have to go back to the
same old habits.
To the same old habits. So my it wasn't weed, but I was just removing the old version of me back then. So I just brought an example on weed. So when someone starts fitness, now another dopamine is excreted to remove the weed. But when you try to stop, you have those moments of restless. You become you feel like you need something, you need that weed, but then you're stopping it, so you become you keep on craving for it. The brain keeps on craving for it, but you're trying to stop it. So I had that. I was restless.
So how can you advise someone who is going through that?
I wasn't focused. I was like, let me just leave this journey and go back to the old version, because it's not working. Like, why would you tell me that I go to this fitness journey to remove weed, but it's not working? I'm being restless. I'm not focusing on.
You also, like, let me ask you, because
I'm not sleeping.
I really have a question.
Okay, someone going through that. What I can tell you, it's just a phase. Be patient. It's just a phase you're going through. When it's done, then you go to the other end where it's no longer there. But it's because it shows that you are trying to stop. You get.
So speaking of that, there was something that is called the 1% rule. The 1% rule, and it's like you improve daily. If you could improve daily by 1%, 2 months down the road you'll be 60% improved.
Exactly.
And 4 months down you'll be more than 100% improved. So it has to be small bits. So you can't fight the entire thing all at once. But you have to just break it down.
So by then it was really, really too much. I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. I was like, I cannot do this anymore. Let me just leave and go back to the old version.
Then how did you persist? What kept you going? You felt like giving up?
I hit rock bottom. I reached a moment I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. Let me try again. This time still I kept on trying again. I kept on trying. I realized that now, at that moment, I didn't understand why I'm still trying again. But I kept going. But now I realize why I kept on trying again. The reason why I kept on trying again, right now when I visualize myself back, because I used not to know why I'm trying again. It's because, there is pain in gym. Now, this pain, when you go through it, you are training your mind to go through a hardship.
To embrace hardship.
So when the hardship knocks, you get up.
Yeah. You're always prepared for it.
You're always prepared for it. Now, I just came to realize it now that's what made me not to quit.
Yeah.
It made me to get up again.
And that feeling you get when you're working out, where you feel a lot of pain, it teaches us a lot. Teaches us a lot that hardships are to come, and for anybody who has really taken off their time and engaged in physical activities, realize that you learn to embrace hardship.
Yeah, you learn
as a part of life.
So by then I didn't understand that my brain was adopting to hardship. I didn't realize until now. I picture back those times and I realized that that was the training that I was going through. So personally, that's how I really embarked on this journey.
Then what challenges did you find along the way at the start?
I wanted to quit again.
Okay.
The reason why I wanted to quit again, like as I told you, that when the analogy we used, it's someone going on a fat loss journey. You cannot lose that fat in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. So if you're not patient,
unrealistic expectations.
If you don't have a
realistic expectation,
you can just stop.
Actually, I can also share a bit in line with that. I initially began with home workouts, and I tried to transition into the gym early on, but it was kind of hard. It was a little bit hard because it was I didn't have a job, of course. I was just finished my Form 6. I didn't have any job, to be honest. So I couldn't fund myself into a gym. So I could go once in a while, and then not until I came here. And as you could work, someone could be asking you, like, what are you doing? Because if you're small, then why would you need to carry the weights? You know, so that's the expectations people have because maybe you're small or because you're fat. And I think oftentimes we forget that it's not about what's going to happen tomorrow. It's the small things that compound over time.
You keep on stuck.
So for me, to be honest, I really didn't have a goal that I wanted to have this desired thing at the end of a month or 2 or 3, and even up to now. Yes, I would like to be the best version of myself, but I have no ideal. So I'm chasing an infinite thing, and it has kept me going because I know I don't have a target that once I reach that target, like I've finished all my dreams. No, it's a continuous thing. I always want to improve, and to someone who wants to start, I feel like it's a better way to think of things because you learn to celebrate the small wins along the way. You know, when you come into the gym, don't look at having the Arnold Schwarzenegger 1970 physique, you know, but then but then you celebrate the wins of elevating from a 10 kilogram bench press to a 15 kilogram bench press. You know, celebrate that, achieve it. You know, celebrate it.
I used to achieve those things.
Exactly, yes. And then gradually increase. So let the efforts invested be the ones to define your journey, and rather don't focus on the results. Let the results come in automatically. For me, that's the biggest message I would want to send to everybody out there. That don't let the results determine, but rather invest in the efforts and let the efforts speak for themselves. And when you mind more about the efforts, results will come, and you will be surprised when the results finally come out. But once you're more focused on the results, it's very hard. You'll take a lot of time trying to do the best to do everything perfect, and you just have to try. Yeah.
So you just have to do that. So another thing, how to start. How to start. I think we talked about the reason.
Maybe challenges. But we talk about the challenges.
Challenges
at the start.
At the start.
We just talk about quitting, but then I want we need to talk about more challenges.
Okay, the challenge you could have when you're starting, the negative talk.
Oh, yeah, that's a very serious one. Yeah. I really agree. From people, from family members, even the closest.
Yes, like I used to be in my room, and my brother would be like, "Why are you stressing yourself?
We shall all die. Heaven is the goal."
Why are you stressing yourself? Why are you trying to live a boring life? Why? So you will have those negative you'll have those negative comments, but you have to keep going because of why you're doing it.
And of the vision of you have of yourself in the time to come.
Exactly. You also have to have a vision
of what you want to be.
Yeah. So you put something in your mind of who you will be.
Yeah.
So when you put that person in your mind, then you try to aim at that. Then all these negative talks, even right now, we still have them.
And by the way, I think it's part of life. And once you base your entire existence onto the opinions of others, you will really never get to discover what you're truly made of. And it's a very big message we would want to send out to people out there. If you believe in something, if you want something, it doesn't matter what people say, it doesn't matter what the community says, what the culture says. If you believe in it and you're willing to invest in efforts into it, it will work.
It will. Because if you put your mind into it, you'll definitely
find a way of making it come true.
You'll definitely achieve it. That's how it works. So that's how you start. The challenges.
We talked about the challenges. We talked about going back to the old habits. Then we also talked about the negative talks from people around you. Yeah.
And also your mind. You might want to quit because you're not seeing the results.
That's a very big one. A very big one.
Because you're not seeing the results. You keep on pumping, but you're not seeing the
I would want to add something on that. So for me, in my workout journey, at first when I started home workouts, I could do home workouts and I was seeing some results. But for my day one, I faced a problem of leg development. I could do all the squats, but I could hardly notice results for so long. And even up to date, the legs are one thing I really want to emphasize on. They're at the core of my workout. And what really hurts, I think, the most is having to invest, like after you have invested efforts and you're really not seeing anything. It hurts. And also people sometimes pull you down because they pinpoint that exact point.
It really hurts.
Yeah, that one hurts so much, because you have really invested in a lot that they don't really get to see. And you haven't got the results as yet. But I really get to think of it now. That's where you get tested. Whether are you strong enough to continue doing what you're supposed to do, regardless of the approval or not. And I think that's the whole idea of life. There has to be some work done, and people may not necessarily recognize it, and it's okay. But whether people recognize it or not, you have to keep pushing.
You just have to really do your best to keep going. Yeah. So I think what else
we can talk about the recommendations, and I think we call it a podcast, a session. The recommendation.
What I recommend.
Someone starting.
What I recommend, because I will recommend something that I didn't have.
And what is that?
What I really recommend. Depending on your reason why you are starting. If you're going through a phase, make a research. Understand why it's happening like that. Search and ask, maybe put in YouTube and ask, why do I feel like quitting? For those ones trying to stop an addiction, why am I going back to that addiction again? Yet I'm on this.
And also, when you talk about addictions, I have something I feel like it's very important, is imagining what that could bring you later on.
Until,
like what are the effects?
You could know the negative consequences.
But then visualize them. There's a difference of visualizing them.
As someone who has healed, as someone who has gone through this journey, I assure you, you can know the negative consequences
and still continue.
The habit.
But I think it kind of brings off some idea into you that you really need to stop. I'm not trying to say that it will make you stop, but then it will bring in that urge for you to have an urgent action.
You would have the urge, but still you would not understand why you're going back. Now that's where we have to understand why you keep on going back.
No recommendations. So yes, we're going to deviate, yeah.
It's okay, still in recommendation. That's why I'm saying that if you see that you're going back, yet you're on this journey of stopping, then you have to know. You have from my experience, because I've lived this journey of stopping a habit. Learn every time you fall. It's not a failure.
It's an attempt. You pick one.
You're trying.
Yeah.
You don't take it as a failure. Take it as a
lesson.
A lesson. Because when you take it as a failure, then you will lose
hope.
Discouraged. You will get discouraged and be like,
I give up.
But if you take it as a fall, now your mind will see it as it will see it as you're trying, you're keeping on trying. It will give you hope.
And by the way, I think
so. If it's like
a failed attempt is really better than nothing.
It's still better than nothing. You learn from it. You keep on learning.
And that's one thing that we need to put across all aspects of life. You really don't have to get everything right, but you have to try.
You have to keep on trying. So I would recommend that if you fall,
get up again.
Get up again. And try again. Now, if you fall, understand why it happened.
And learn from it.
It could be. It could be maybe you're around this friend, and when you're around this friend, the brain remembers the other dopamine that has been excreted. Then it sends signals to you that you need to get back to this action, and then now the cycle again repeats itself. So now you've learned that if I'm around this friend, the brain will send the urge. So now I have to cut off this friend. Immediately. You cut them off. So now you've learned, but no, you've not failed. So you keep on going. You keep on going through these kind of fallings.
Like you fall and rise, fall and rise, fall and rise.
Yeah. So this fall and rise, every fall,
you pick something from it.
Take a lesson. Some lesson will be, some of the lessons will be some falls. It will come as you knowing the negative consequence. Okay, I don't want to take that as a fall, because at times the brain, the feelings, they win the brain.
The reasoning. Sometimes we do things by impulse, by just because of what we're feeling.
Let's be humans. Let's be humans, bro. Sometimes it's an impulse. You're trying. Fine, you've been trying for a long period of time, but this time the impulse has won you over. Now, when you win, when it wins, now take it as a fall. Now, how would we learn from that? Now you get to know that I have an impulse problem. That I act on my impulses. So now, when you know that you act on your impulses, next time when the urge comes, just be like, when you
take your time.
Take time.
Analyze the situation.
Analyze what's happening with me. What's going in within me. So you see that a fall. It was what? A fall was what?
Was an experience, a lesson.
Was a lesson.
In one way or the other.
So yeah. So that's my recommendation of someone who is particularly starting fitness to replace an addiction.
Yeah.
Any addiction. It could be video gaming. But the video game is also...
Yeah, because it's not productive. Majority. Though some make money out of it, but a few. For me, the recommendation I would give is, this journey is hard. And my recommendation actually builds on what you've said. It's going to be a series of failed attempts, some progress, some failed attempts, some progress, such. But then there comes a time where you have got some sort of clean sheet. And I feel like that's where you need to capitalize more. When you have finally gained the momentum, I think that's when you have to bury your pride and the thinking that you have made it. You have to bury it and try to maintain that, because fitness and development and self-development at large is a continuing process. It never stops. So once you've got that breakthrough, once you've got some results, you have to learn that the journey continues forever.
The journey, it's. By the way, if you feel like that's where this thing of, I've heard of it. It's called, I don't know whether you've heard of this quote, where you only see the tip of an iceberg. Have you heard of it?
You only see the tip of an iceberg. I've heard of that, but I don't know how it's concluded. I don't remember how it's concluded, but I've heard of it.
But you've heard of it?
Yeah.
So let me explain what a tip of an iceberg means. So there is an ocean, and in this ocean there is an iceberg
deep down.
Yeah. Okay, the iceberg starts from down till up. So this iceberg, you only see at the top of it, but there is a lot you don't know
underneath.
So when you keep on uncovering this iceberg,
that's when you get to know.
You get to know that, bro, I do not know stuff. So when you reach a point where you see yourself as
the thing, as the main guy, as You know,
That
the
means
conqueror.
That means you don't know.
And
That means you don't know because
someone mentioned it that the moment you feel like you know everything, you are a fool. And
you are a fool because
literally it's the truth, because there is new things popping up each moment, each day. You know, there are different things you haven't discovered even just about yourself.
Exactly. So that means that when you start seeing as
some results,
you get to know there's
more to
there's
discover
underneath that you haven't seen. You're just seeing just this tip of an iceberg. So you have to keep on uncovering this ocean, and then you see underneath what's happening. So you're not always at your best.
Yeah.
I feel like you will never reach at your best.
Actually, you can never. And still, there's something in that point. Life is a game, but the only difference is in usual games you can pause them. Without life, you can't. It's a continuous process, and it's infinite. You know, we always have to pursue something deeper, something greater than ourselves. So you shouldn't reach any one moment, whether it's finances, whether it's physical capabilities, whether it's relationships, where you feel like you've reached and exploited everything. There is more you have to uncover. So I think we should thank the people who have tuned in for their time. We're really grateful. This is our second episode.
This is our second episode of our podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you've really learned something, and something that you can put in your life. So make sure you don't forget to share with someone who really needs this.
And also maybe comment on what topic you think we can discuss on next.
In our
next session.
You comment something you feel like.
Yeah, so
is
thank you very much.
Peace.
See you.